luck dealing with me now. Welcome back, everyone. When it comes to wine, many people have questions, a lot of questions. What should I drink with chicken? Is there a right way to taste wine? Or even, how do I even open a bottle? Today, wine diva Leslee Miller from Amusee Wine is answering some of the most commonly asked questions that she gets while walking through Target, on the street. Welcome the wine diva Leslee Miller. How you doing?
Good. It sounds like you need a glass of wine. Good job. Whoa.
After that segment, I do, yeah. Okay, so these are what we have. What, three of your top questions? Yeah.
Okay. Well, first thing
that wine hit me quick.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Went straight to your head.
Yeah.
Okay. First is common tasting notes. People just think that all whites are the same, all reds are the same. We're gonna start with a little Sauvignon Blanc. Now. Okay. Each one of these wines, people don't always understand this, and this is what I get when I teach classes is, why does this wine smell or taste like this? Each of these wines are different pieces of fruit. Sauvignon Blanc is a piece of fruit. It has characteristically a whole set of tasting notes. It will change according to the climate that it lives in. So this is Sauvignon Blanc from France.
Okay.
So technically speaking, a cooler climate. So when you smell it, it ends up smelling more lemon and lime and kind of gravelly due to higher acid in these colder regions.
Okay.
If you like things that pucker, you like yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like my face in that Delta segment. Yeah. I looked like a cat's rear end for most of it. Yeah.
So if you like that sort of acidic style of wine, white, red, or rosé, you actually want to head into old world regions. So, i.e. Europe, places, France, Spain, Germany, Austria, places like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does actually make sense.
Yeah.
I like the way that you explain that because I think for the novice person, it's like, what am I tasting here?
Right.
Yeah, I like this.
And New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc can be a little bit juicier. Now, this is a New World wine. This is Chardonnay.
Okay.
And this is one grape that gets thrown under the bus wheel all the time.
Because I was just going to say, and at every restaurant, I don't love Chardonnay.
People think that Chardonnay is always woody, or people come across and say the word oaky. So not all wines have to go inside of a brand new oak barrel, which is where you're pulling in some of those like caramel, nutmeg, spice, sort of like movie theater butter popcorn. This is not that. This is all stainless steel.
And this is Chardonnay.
This is Chardonnay.
This is one of the rare, not being sarcastic, this is a rare Chardonnay that I've actually really enjoyed.
Right.
Even after one sip, I'm going to take another one right now, but it's really, yeah.
I have turned more people onto Chardonnay with this wine. This is California, and so a warmer climate. Now when you smell it, you have more of a tropical note to it.
Okay, but we're not, I would love for you just to be with me all the time.
Yeah.
But the folks at home, how do you know that it wasn't in a barrel? How do you know?
You just have to ask questions. When you go to your favorite retailer, when you go to a restaurant, you can say, you know what, I'm not a fan of sort of the toastier style of Chardonnays. I don't want something that tastes kind of woody.
That's
I want
good
something
recommendation.
Cleaner. Right, just ask.
Just talk to people.
Yes.
Because don't you think we're afraid to?
Yes,
because you know what? We don't want to look dumb. We don't want to look like, we don't want, we want people, the fancy wine. We don't want to look silly in front of the wine people. More people than not, they want you to ask questions.
Absolutely. And if somebody doesn't make you feel good about wine knowledge, you need to turn your hiney around and fly right out of there. Yeah.
I think we have one. We should do one more. Okay, number 2.
Okay.
How to smell and taste wine.
How to smell and taste wine. Okay, so the server comes, has popped the cork for you, and now this is sitting in front of you, right?
That's the cork.
This is the cork, right? And everybody freaks out. They're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to squeeze it? Am I supposed to touch it? Am I supposed to smell it? If you smell it, it smells like cork, right? So really what you're looking for is literally you want to smell for if the wine is clean. And if the wine has one of the bigger flaws is TCA, that will smell like wet cardboard or like a dank, like nasty sort of molded basement.
So if the server hands you something
Yeah.
and it smells like grandmama's basement,
Yes,
we have
yes.
a problem.
Not
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah.
So really, you don't, and the other thing too is if wine is improperly stored, this cork will have, the liquid will have leaked through to the top. And so you want to make sure that there isn't wine at the top of the cork.
Oh.
Yes.
So you don't need to smell the cork per se,
no.
you just look at it.
You just look at it, right? And this is the same thing if you were buying wine in retail.
Yeah.
You know, if it was too hot, the cork could have pushed and wine could have actually literally come over the top and been affected.
That's how to smell wine, but how do you taste it? And other big questions? More with Leslie after this. Back in a moment, everyone. With our good friend Leslee Miller from Amusee Wine, and if you're ever in the Twin Cities visiting, visit her amazing store in the North Loop. Sip better. Okay, she's answering the most asked questions that she gets about wine that you shouldn't be afraid to ask. Next, how to taste wine.
How to taste wine. We're going to do this together, okay?
Sure, I would love to.
So the server comes and pours you an ounce, right? So again, we're looking for that flaw. So what you do is you literally just give it a nice big swirl.
Oh, this is when the server comes over to see if you approve of the wine.
Yes,
okay.
yes. And so you give it a swirl. And what this does is it opens up all the phenols, which are literally the aromatics of the wine, and you put your whole nose inside of the glass, right? We're doing this in a shishi poo-poo way, but you know we're not. Yeah. You could do this out of your sippy
Swirl,
cup.
stick.
Swirl, and put your nose inside.
Stick.
Yes. And again, you're looking for that like wet cardboard smell. And if it doesn't smell right, this is where you simply hand it back to the server and put the onus on the server.
Okay. Executive producer Jeff is representing most of the world when he does not want to send it back.
Oh,
but you should sit right.
But you can say, you know what? This doesn't taste right to me. Can you check it out for me? That's kind of an easy way for you to.
That's a good way to say it. Yeah.
Right.
But if it smells like cardboard, send it back.
Like wet cardboard, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then the next thing is that you're gonna have to put wine into your mouth and you bring oxygen in through the front of your mouth. So again, what that's doing is opening up all the aromatics inside of the wine.
Okay.
Ready?
So bring oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so good.
Where's the server? I approve. I approve. Yeah, I approve of this one. What is this? What am I drinking, by the way?
This is actually, you're having this beautiful little Pinot Noir, which is so great for the fall. I love Union Sacre. I'm obsessed with
this one.
Xavier.
This is one I just drank,
yes.
audience.
Yes.
This is what I started the segment with. Yeah, get that
Pinot Noir.
one.
It's like the grape of the season. I can't get enough Pinot in the fall season. But you notice how all of a sudden the fruit and the aromas, everything really comes across your palate really nicely?
Yeah. I'm going to buy that from your store.
I know, it's lovely.
Well, actually, I put my mouth on this one, so I'll just take this. I'll just take that one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, finally.
Okay.
This is the grand dame of questions, because is this true? Jeff told me this is what you get asked the most.
Oh my gosh, people want to know how to use this thing, right? They want to know how to use a wine key.
Okay.
Right? And this is really simple. This baby, once you cut the foil off the top, this just goes all the way down in, and it's a 2-hinge situation. So this will pull the cork straight out if you just come straight up with it.
And Leslie has said, new folks, all those fancy things, the electric ones that open, you do not subscribe to any of those.
I don't. I have about 15 of these. Well, this is what I do for a living, but I have about 15 of these in my bag at all points in time, and these will cost you $10.
So oldie but goodie.
Yes, it's so great.
Okay.
Now, the other question that I get is, how do you open champagne? And if you Google this on YouTube, this is hysterical. You want to watch these because all the ways that people can go wrong with opening bubbly is usually like, okay, there's 88 pounds of pressure behind this cork, meaning that there's more pressure behind that cork than in your car tire. Yes. So when we said take an eye out, remember?
It can take an eye out.
It can take an eye out. So big thing is if you hold the wine, this is sparkling wine, at a 45-degree angle, right? This takes the pressure off of this cork.
Okay.
Now I've already moved the top of the foil for you.
You want me to open this?
We're going to do it together.
Okay.
And you're going to pull down, so you have to put your thumb over top of this baby, right?
Okay.
And then you're going to pull down what we call the little key on the side.
This little wire thing, everyone.
Yep.
This little wire thing,
And then you're going to unloosen it with your thumb still on the label, or I'm sorry, on the cork.
Yeah.
And again, what this is doing is this is going to hold back, and again, 45-degree angle.
Okay.
Because that takes the pressure off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I do is I transfer this kind of to my strong arm.
Okay.
Right? No, you don't never want to turn from the cork.
Okay.
Right? Hold your hand here, and now you turn from the bottle slowly, right? And actually, no.
No, what? What?
Oh, he's like, I thought he was going to.
No, I don't want to do it toward the audience. Okay. So,
Okay, now
like
you want
this?
to turn the bottle,
Turn the-
not the cork. Slowly until you feel it. Ba. Yay!
Look, Mom, I did it. I opened champagne. And that'll be in our open very soon.
I literally thought you were going to go like this.
No, I love these people. I'm not going to shoot them with a champagne cork. Give it up for Leslee Miller, everyone. For more information, go to AmuseeWine.com. And like I said, visitor shop, sit better in the North Loop in Minneapolis. We'll be right back after this. May I drink now? Cheers. That's a lot of work.